Welcome to the Flexicrew family. Our most important corporate value is that people matter. The safety of our employees, and in particular, you, are top priority. By accepting employment with us, you agree to practice safe work habits, report unsafe work practices, and report all accidents to your supervisor as soon as they occur. Now, let's get started with some important information. For starters, please dress appropriately for your assigned job. Baggy clothes, shorts, and tank tops are not allowed on most client sites. Some clients require protective clothing, such as reflective safety vests or coveralls. If you are unsure about what to wear, please ask a Flexicrew representative. You have the right to know about hazardous chemicals you may be required to handle or are exposed to on your job site. This information is found on labels as well as safety data sheets, or SDS. If your job involves chemicals, make sure you know the location and have access to SDS. PPE, or personal protective equipment. Hard hats protect the head from falling objects and impact. Some hard hats are designed to protect from electric voltage. If you are required to wear a hard hat and you do not have one, please inform us and we will provide one. Steel-toe boots are required on most client sites. Be sure to ask your recruiter if special footwear is required. Be sure to use proper hearing protection as required. If hearing protection is needed, the client will have hearing protection available to you. Please notify your recruiter if you need assistance. If you are required to wear a respirator, you must complete the medical evaluation, fit test, and training before being cleared to use a respirator. Safety glasses must be worn on all client sites as required and will be provided to you at no cost. Only ANSI Z87 safety glasses will be acceptable. U.S. Coast Guard approved personal flotation devices will be provided when working over water. Make sure your PFD fits properly and is securely fastened. For some jobs, personal fall protection will be required. These devices will follow OSHA and client site requirements. You should be trained on when, how to use, and how to inspect your equipment before use. If you have not been trained on how to use personal fall protection, inform your supervisor immediately. Always inspect ladders prior to use. If defects are found, notify your supervisor so the ladder can be tagged out of service. Always maintain 3 points of contact when climbing a ladder. For example, 2 hands and 1 foot or 2 feet and 1 hand. Portable extension ladders must extend 36 inches above the surface and be tied off. Scaffolding must be erected and tagged by a scaffolding competent person. Always check the scaffold tag to make sure that it has been properly inspected. Be aware of all electrical hazards on your job site. Do not use equipment if cords are worn or frayed. Inspect all tools before use. Keep cords out of water. And remember, only qualified electricians are authorized to work on electrical equipment. Never lift materials that are too bulky or heavy. Keep clear of pinch points and make sure any stored materials are properly secured. Never place your hand in or near moving machine parts. Guards should be installed around dangerous areas. If these guards are missing, please inform a supervisor immediately. Back injuries are among the most common workplace injuries. Always use safe lift technique, and if it's too heavy, ask for help. Always inspect tools before use. Never remove any guards. Operate according to the manufacturer's instructions. Use appropriate PPE, and most importantly, make sure to use the right tool for the right job. When working around cranes, always be aware and never stand under a load. Only qualified operators should operate cranes. If you are not involved in lift operations, stay away from the area. Never operate a forklift unless you have been properly trained. Follow safe procedures for picking up, putting down, and stacking loads. And remember to follow speed limits and always wear your seatbelt. When working in areas where forklifts are being operated, be aware of your surroundings and watch out. The operator may not always be able to see you. always keep your eyes open and listen for the horn. Slips, trips, and falls are a common cause of workplace injuries. Housekeeping is everyone's responsibility. Keep work areas clean and free of debris. Spills should be quickly cleaned. Use a sign or caution tape and let others know that the area is slippery. If you recognize a hazard, it is your responsibility to stop work and report the hazard to your supervisor. You may also report any workplace hazards to Flexicrew, and we will address it with the site supervisor. All accidents must be reported immediately to your site supervisor and to a Flexicrew representative. If you have any questions regarding accident reporting, contact us. Remember, working safely is a condition of employment, and your safety is our #1 priority. Once again, we would like to welcome you to the Flexicrew family.